Welcome back to my channel, Shar of Heart. I'm Shar. Please excuse my nails today. I have ordered the stuff I need to get my nails done, but instead of waiting, I'm going to keep my promise, which is to finish this. Saturday's tomorrow. I need to get this done at least so I can edit it and post this tomorrow or tonight, whichever one I get done. Put this away because I already used that, I think. Yeah. So, here we go. Alright, figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to close my eyes. Pick the marker. Let's see, I need 4 markers. Okay, none of these are metallic. Let's see. 2 grays. Guess I will the top part first. Use this one. Never done it this way, so hopefully it turns out okay because I'm trying to continue a heart without finishing it. First, do a lighter gray on this side. Almost. Needs to be a little bit wider. Essentially, that's the idea. Idea doesn't have enough room for it. Alright, so start with this one. So I'm going to swatch this. Should put it on the other side. Oh well. Put it on the right first and then the left. But I guess in America we do read from left to right. I've been doing right to left. Foreign blood somewhere in there. Okay. This one. I'll keep doing right to left because that's what I did on all the other sheets. I just messed up once. Oh no, 3 times because I did random colors here and here, I think, or here and here. Try not to talk too much because I want to get this done so I don't really have to edit it much. If I make it short, it'll be even easier. Okay. Now, put the blue colors. Since I have blue up there, I'm going to have to use these colors. Okay, we use this one up here. It looks similar to one of the ones over here. That one. Okay. I forgot there's also the lid. Gotta color the lids. Let's see. Right. I guess I'll use the last color for the lid that I'm using for the rest of the heart. Try to be careful not to cover up anything. I think I know what to do with the lid. No, wait. Yeah. just switch the colors around so they don't blend into the background. Got Swatch to use. First one I used on this marker. If I didn't move them to this side, I would get this side mixed up. So I did. Okay, I haven't used this yet. So I can see it because this line is very hard to see. I didn't even make sure you guys could see it. I always start off that way sometimes when I'm doing it long ways instead of horizontal. Okay. Swatch it real quick. It's really a pleasure to use these because they glide on so well. It's even more of a good thing that it doesn't bleed through. Acrylic paint usually doesn't, but there are some that are like mixed in a way that it could. Usually the ones you get as a kid are really thin, so they're not going to go. They don't have any like specific harsh chemicals, so they're not going to go through the paper. Some of them say that you can use it on any surface. I think these claim that, but I don't remember because I didn't quite get them for that purpose. I got them because all the different colors. I can get 100 markers for less than 30. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Mark this. This is the Amamao brand of acrylic I got on Amazon. I've been putting my links in the descriptions lately so you can click on some of the supplies that I use. That one's done. Move along. Try not to get mixed up. Then another 4 eyes. More. Some of these really do look like the same markers and same colors over and over again. I didn't look to see if they were all unique colors or if there was any duplicate colors. But I don't think they're on the same, same marker colors like this. So I'm going to start with the light color first. Can't really do this right because I don't have enough room. In this case, about surrounding that color with the white, I will be able to see that color better. Kind of moving a little fast, so I don't really have to speed this up, and you guys can see the whole process. Now, the lower part of the heart, dark side first. Let's just say that was lighter side. Doing a little bit better. By coming down like this, like I'm going to finish the heart, it makes it easier for me to bring the lower part down. I think this might be a good combination of colors. I'm doing random colors, but these colors work so well together I don't think any of these colors look bad together. They look unusual, some of them, because they're color combinations I would never put together, or I would never think to put together. I did that wrong. I'm supposed to put this color in the top, not the heart part. Hopefully I remember to do that right in the next one. Because it tends to be I pick the pretty colors to go around the bottle, the background, I guess, or the encircling color. I gotta swatch that one. So move this one down here so I can leave room to swatch. I still did it wrong. I'm doing it. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these because I will forget. I already put them on the wrong side. I should have put the one that I did around the bottle on here first. Try to do them in the order that I'm using them. Not that it really matters because these aren't named. These markers aren't really named. But it makes it easier to remember which one I use first. In case my mind goes, which one did I use first? How did I make the background? Did not take a note of this one. I'll put this one down. But I'm trying to keep each marker together, like 2 and 2. Remember which combination I used, not just what colors I liked. Usually if you pick one, you pick the colors on the other end, but not always. This one, I have not swatched it yet. Oh yeah, I did swatch that one. Last one looks very similar. Just in case, I'll do this one on this side. Because the orange on this tip might be similar to the orange here. But the purple is different enough that we don't get it mixed up. They don't blend into each other too much. There we go. That works. Because this one's not going to blend into the other one too much. Unless I actually want them to blend. Moving fairly fast, but I know more time is passing than I realize. Time moves so fast these days. And I hear other people saying the same thing. It's incredible because it doesn't matter whether you're having a hard time or you're having a great time. The time is just passing equally fast. Some of the scientists are trying to say because we have a second moon now. And because we're on the Earth, we don't really notice that it's spinning faster, but the time seems to go faster because inwardly we actually know how fast it should go. You know, from our experience of being on Earth and how long we've lived. I forgot to do the blending colors up here. I think I know which ones those are. That was the top. I try to lay them right on top, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna pick them out right. I have one more. I'm missing. Oh, one with green on it. Okay, yeah. Yay, I remembered. This is probably what took the extra time, other than me talking and me trying to figure out how I was going to do the patterns. Stop to do a little bit of this. I would normally be blending them, but I use so many colors that I would have to take a lot of time to figure out which ones I want to put down to blend them. And that would make the video longer. When you're only using maybe 2 to 4 colors, it doesn't take as much time. And then it's also easier to put them on the blending bar in the right order. Still gotta run out of room. I made some of these a little too thick for the size blending bar. I'm gonna go outside the bar a little bit so you can see it. Alright. Guess you should have brought the color all the way down. Nope, it's good because then I would, well, yeah, because I can't really see that one color without bringing it. I see the two, the purple and the gray has blended. They're so close to each other that I really can't see it that well. That is cool. So I know that this gray would work good with this purple as like different levels of shadow. Or maybe one is in the light and the other one is in the shadow. Nope. Up. Fairly thick line, but keep it thin so they can all fit on this blending bar because this one's closer to the heart and I don't want the color over the heart. Now when I'm doing this blending, I'm not really thinking of the order that I used the marker. I could, but that's more time than I want to spend. I'm trying to do a quick video. Keep it in the 20 to 30 minute range. I know for some of you guys it's not a quick video. For me, because I do drawing and coloring, for me it's a quick video. After I go 38, 50 would be about my average. Looks like I left myself enough room this time. I should have put the white in the middle. Let's see. 2, 6. Okay, I just colored over that one. 6, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Makes total colors on there. Total of 10 colors. I'll finish coloring this. Blending bar. Blending color in the blending bar. I don't want empty spaces in the blending bar. I'd rather go over than leave the blending bar completely without color. Oh. Run out of room to put them up here. Get that one later. Okay, another random colors. 4 markers to equal 8 colors. Because each marker has 2 colors on it. Yep, just as I open my eyes. Okay, those are not. Oh, it's gonna be brown. That's kind of weird how that happened. I happen to pick colors that are similar, except for here. Almost, but not quite. But similar to the colors I already used in the metallic version. So that means I have to use this as part of the circle so it's not touching. Use the dark one first. Part of the heart. The heart circle. The circling heart. Doing it like that made it easier for me to make the heart. So I'm doing it again. You can barely see that color on this paper. Cool thing is I'm putting the bright colors on the inside, so they'll be right up against the darker color. Start with this and doing it like I did the very first one. The surrounding background color goes on the lid, on the first top background color. That way I have pretty colors on the lid, because I noticed that since some of these colors are kind of not so bright colors, that some of the colors I'm mixing, that I'm choosing, are close to those colors, and I cannot put them against the bottle, or else it will blend in too well. I'm trying to keep contrast on here. Trying to go down too far. Trying to do it on the other side, that way there's room for the last two colors. And I'm still forgetting to swatch it as I go. This one's hard to see. I'll try to line it first so I don't color over it. Boy, it's noisy out there tonight. I'm in the city right now. Not my favorite place to live, but I have to be here for medical purposes till they get things leveled out, figured out, and get me settled. You know, like kind of a predictable treatment or routine to keep things going. Not so hard on me. This brown on this side. Oops, I went out of the frame. This was a really big bottle. Oh no. These colors are similar. Okay, I'm gonna reverse them. Cannot really cover over alcohol with other alcohol markers unless you use a darker color. And if you're too fast, they will blend. But these dry pretty fast. I'm trying to keep it where the light color doesn't show the dark color below, underneath it. I won't have any trouble covering up the dark color, covering up the light color with the dark color. Gotta get the right one. Forgot I'm not coloring it, I'm just making a line. Supposed to be going, okay, supposed to be going over the. Okay. Let's use this bright orange around the background. I'm moving a little bit faster than I can control my hands. But not doing too bad today. It was a good day to start because my hands aren't hurting. I should say they're not a noticeable pain. It's like not really like an ache. It's almost like you feel when you've been working in the garden or lifting heavy stuff with your hands for a while. Kind of fatigued. There's a little bit of pain in some places, but the whole bending, I can do that pretty easily today. So, good time to do some art. Now let's swatch the last two colors first because I already have this marker out. I know some artists have hand problems with their hands. Forgot to put the pink over here. And when I mention it, they can't really, it's hard to relate when you don't have problems with your hands. You don't have stiffness, you don't have pain, you don't have sharp fibromyalgia pain. it's hard to understand. But there's times where it hurts so bad and they're so stiff that I can't. It's like doing this. I can't do it too many times because it will hurt. But just doing that, it's hard for me to close my fist completely. Today I'm able to do it a little bit better. This hand a little bit easier, but I was using this hand today, so it's a little stiffer. This was the second color. I finished coloring this part here. It's a little lopsided because I didn't go down the middle of the lid very well. I'll fill that in later. Here's this color here. Now, this is the second color. Second circles. First one was the whitish looking and the brown. First one we used on this paper. Now, in a way, I'll be able to remember what order I did these because I did a pattern that my brain came up with so easily. So I'll remember what order I did it. Like, I'll know that this is the second color, that's the last color, and be able to look at that. Sometimes I could tell. See, this is the white looking cream colored. It's very pale on this paper. On white paper, you probably can see the cream. And it's so close to the color of the paper, I had to make another coat. Got 2 more balls to go. We're at 27 minutes. Coloring takes more time than you realize, even if you're enjoying yourself. Okay. This is that pale color. I had to switch around. I put it on this side. I guess I could have put it up against the other one to compare it, but I'd rather not do that so I can tell. So I can tell which marker this is. I might confuse myself and put the colors that look similar right up against each other. But my brain will automatically say the dark one was last. Because that's how I colored it. That's right. Fill in the blending bar. I almost forgot to correct my mistake too. You can see that the paintbrush has a wider coverage. I can make the line thinner. It takes a little bit more hand control. So there's those 2 markers. I don't think I did this one. Oh, maybe I did. The orange. Let's see. Nope, it is a different color. As it dries, I can see the color. Make it a little bit thicker so you can notice that it's not really the paper. Oops. And the pink. As fast as I was doing this video, I mean, it feels fast to me. It's still gonna be more than 30 minutes. going to be a little harder for me to be going out and getting metallic this time. 4 markers. And after I pick these randoms, oh, it's one metallic. Then I can just open my eyes and use the ones. Okay, that's cool. It's going to be very bright compared to that. Next one, I'll have to open my eyes because there's so much metallic left in there. I won't get it right. It'll take me forever to get the last 4 markers. There's a bunch of metallics left in there, in the box. You still see it? I'm going to do this first. See if we don't speed things up a little bit. My body's like, I really want to take time to enjoy this. I have to overlap this circle here in this heart a little bit. Okay, still need to make this shape. That's going to be a little outside. And swatch. Pretty colors on the top. Wow, that's a lot lighter than I thought. It's hard to tell with these tops. I mean, I can see it's a light color, but it's like really light. I'm not doing too bad layering over the other color. Good old acrylic. Might take a couple close coats to keep it from being completely seen, but it's cool. This color, I have to swatch it. Good thing I did not use this one on that side because this would never cover over the darker colors over there. It's almost the color of the paper too, like the one up there. One more coat. Okay, so second color, second marker, second color on the marker. This. I don't want to put the light color, this pink, too close to other pinkish color. Because even though it is a blending bar, right now I'm just showing you the colors. Alright, got that one's right. Put darker, because this looks like it's going to be similar color. Put the darker. I guess I'll do the coloring part. Now, I'm going to do a trace it around, make a awkward, hardish shape. And I used a deeper pink and purple to color. Some of these bottles are so awkward that you can't really make the shape. Double purple. Keep hitting that thing. Now I'm taking these lids off. Yeah. I know now that I've done this not to use pastel colors on this type of paper. It needs brighter colors. This paper color wants to go through the pastel colors. Swatch this first. Since pink is that close, I just put the pink on the inside. And since this is a purple, I didn't want to get messed up with the other purple. So, color this with the lighter pink because this is too much like that purple. Just for last one. Okay, yeah. Since this is darker than this outside pink and outside purple, the purple is darker than the outside purple. It's very light lavender. And the other one would have a bunch of purples that's very close to the color. So mixing this on the outside. Okay. Let's watch this one yet. There's a lot of purple in this choice, blind choice of color. That's a good thing I accidentally put these circles over here because of how I set up my swatch. I was trying to keep it where all the circles stayed in one area because that would be super confusing over there with these other purples. I haven't filled in the rating because so far all of these are very similar, so the rating is still going to be the 3 on it goes down smoothly, but it has a little trouble with this paper because the paper is not made for multimedia. That is kind of soaking up the marker a little bit, so it keeps the color from looking as smooth. Alright, now I gotta dig the right pins. So I can do this with my eyes open because all that would be left after these last 4 are metallics. I calculated so that it's 10 in each circle, and all the metallics, I think all total were 20 metallics. 6, 8, yep. 20 metallic colors, 10 markers. Alright, so since this is a similar color, well, I guess it's not really similar. It's not as bright. I'm going to put the darker color on the outside. Kind of mix this one up because this one has a lot of dark colors. Almost near the end of this video, and I know it's already more than 30 minutes long. If I could keep it around a little bit under 40 or around 40, I won't have to do much editing, and I can get this out today instead of waiting until tomorrow. That's weird. This was almost a see-through brown. When I put it down, you can see the line through it. Takes a couple coats. You don't see that very often with a brown. It was not particularly brown. It was like beige, rose beige, like in some of the other marker sets. Okay, that one. I didn't start swatching. Also, the way I'm cutting it so that you guys can see the tip of the pen makes it a little bit harder, a little bit more awkward to put it down with more control. Cutting the outside, bending heart end, the bubble balls. Finishing just in time because my fingers are starting to lose control. And a little bit, they're going to get more fatigued for pulling these caps off because these caps don't really come off that easy. Not for me, anyways. Maybe I didn't put those two pieces together. Like a little space sticker like that. We're coming to the end. Come on. That hurt. That hurt my wrist really bad. I had to twist my wrist to get it off and try to control the pull without busting the camera again. That one came off easier. Yay! I've completed my swatching finale of the Amamao markers. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's 45 minutes long. Bye-bye. Till next time. More little girl drawings.